The monitor, I got not a whole lot to report. I'm just plugging along with the post there. As you can see, I've got farther all the way down, and I only do 5 or 6 at a time, about every I say about 10 minutes, and I probably got about 20 minutes invested in it, and that's just cutting them off the fret and applying them to the hull. And tomorrow I'll do a little bit more. Next day I'll do a little bit more, and then as the week progresses I'll do a little bit more and a little bit more, and we will have all the post on the monitor, and then I'll take some stretch sprue and then make the railing. About a week I got a base coming for this, so I can actually get it drilled and mounted so it can be up higher and easier to work on. And that's pretty much it on that. So I should have more. I'll be repeating myself, but I'll have more as I go along later on in the week. The proto D7. I started painting. I did get the base coat on the last one. That was Tamiya RLM Gray. And after I got the base coat on, I went and sealed it all with Krylon Crystal Clear. This is so I could just seal the paint, wouldn't scratch anything, and that gives me basically an added protection because I got to mask off basically where the silver parts are. But I'm not using silver. I'm using Tamiya Metallic Gray, so it'll give it a metallic look, but it won't be cartoony shiny, and it won't look like a clean ship. And I decided, I went ahead and started weathering it. I just used Liquitex ink. Hopefully you all can see the weathering in the hull there. And even the bottom. And I am making it dirty, but not super dirty. Just want to make it good, battle-worn look. And since I did a Krylon Crystal Clear, that's just to it may look a little shiny, and I'll dull everything down once I get decals on. And decals is not a whole lot. There's a couple window areas, and then the emblems that go on the top of the hull and on the bottom. And what I'll do is I'll just take Future, just a cup full of that, and spray that area alone and shoot it and put decal on, and then knock it with some testers dull coat, and I'll be good to go. So it's taking shape with all the weathering on there, and then I'll paint the silver parts, what I call silver, the metallic gray, and then I be rocking and rolling on that. The Joltin Josie, I didn't get much done on it. I actually just been I did get a couple more parts on the main hull, but this week is basically going to be doing sub-assembles, doing the wings there, like I did the wings over there, the tail wings, and then I'll be doing the tires, and then I started doing the engines today, getting them glued on, and I gotta get the pin out for the propeller and stick that in. So I'm just going to do a bunch of sub-assembly stuff for the Joltin Josie. So hopefully I'll have most of that taken care of, and at least by the weekend. My game plan is to at least have pretty much all the parts on the inside, and then I can probably by Sunday at least paint the interior green, and then the following week I can start slapping the hulls together and getting the doing the body work. But today is Memorial Day, and I hope everyone's having a good one. I took a little free time. I wanted to cut out my Phase 2 nacelles for the Phase 2 Enterprise to show everyone what they look like with the clear parts on. And these are just glued together just to give everyone a rough estimate, what it looks like, what you need to do to make a Phase 2 Enterprise, and that's pretty much it. The only thing is you got to add the photon torpedo launcher on the front, and you can do that with epoxy sculpt, starting tube, or however you want to do it, and it's real easy to make. I didn't make one with the kit. I figured everyone else can make one, and basically when you make a phase 2, you kind of just have to kit bash, because you have to get the 1/1000 refit and the 1/1000 Constitution, the original series one, and there you have it. I think it looks pretty darn slick. So that's what I got going on today. We got the phase 2 Enterprise. We're doing sub-assemblies all up and down the Joltin Josie. We are painting the proto Katinga /D7, and rail duty continues on the USS Monitor. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.